Today on the Bult for Life podcast, we're at Aqua Float and Cryo with my friend Robert. He's going to show us around and talk a little bit about what they do here. Welcome to the Bult for Life podcast.
Awesome. Thank you. Pleasure being here. Thank you.
So what do you guys do here in a nutshell?
We are a recovery center. We have several different modalities, which I'm going to show you in the back. Mind deprivation float tanks, full body cryo, spot cryo, hyperbaric oxygen chamber. We like to say the weekend warrior, or just anybody that suffers from aches and pains that want to help with the recovery. And as you see, and we explain some of these modalities, you'll kind of see how each one kind of works to help with that.
Very cool. And on the Bult for Life podcast, we talk a lot about people with chronic pain, illness, and disease, and this sounds like it's right up our alley.
We have all different types of what, again, I keep saying the weekend warrior, the athletic, and the town is full of them. Mm-hmm. People that work out, run, swim, bike, ride, lift, whatever, and have the normal aches and pains, right up to anybody that's experiencing debilitating pain, chronic pain. That's what this place is designed for. Non-invasive and holistic. Staying away from the pills and the medicine.
Right on.
So.
Yeah. Well, the more the better. And I heard a rumor that this is you on this paddleboard doing the handstand. Is that true?
That is me, and that's from doing all of these services here. You too can do that as well.
So would you show us around a little bit,
Love to show you around. Come on in. I'd love to show you around. I'll show you some of the pods and some of the modalities that we're talking about.
Great. Let's check it out.
So this room right here is one of the float pods, the mind deprivation tanks. But come on in. Let me show it to you. So what we have here, this is 1,000 pounds of pharmaceutical grade Epsom salt with high levels of magnesium in what we call bathtub temperature, 95-degree temperature, body temperature water, because your pores open up and you absorb all that magnesium. Magnesium, is great for the sore muscles, Epsom salt. High levels of magnesium helps reduce stress levels. So that's the physical part, but the real deal behind these are the mind deprivation. There's fiber optic lighting and music pumped into the pod for those that want it, but you can turn them off. I float on a regular basis. I turn the lights off, I turn the music off, and it's complete mind deprivation. So we unplug, we uncharge from all the stimuli, the craziness, the internet, the phone, the work, the job, the kids, the wife. You're able to kind of just get all of that done. So you get a physical as well as a mental relaxation. So this helps with all the aches and pains, helps reduce stress levels. It's an hour float, a private room. Take a shower before you get in the pod, float for an hour. I fall asleep. I float regularly. Within 20 minutes, I'm sound asleep. A 20-minute nap in the pod equates to a 4-hour sleep on the bed.
Wow.
Then when you're done, you come out, you take another hot shower, soap, shampoo, conditioner, tighten up, and then go out and use another service or, visit the rest of the facility.
Cool. And as you know, people with chronic pain, that's a big thing, is the stress of always being in pain, And then I love that you mentioned the sleep issue. There's so many of us that suffer from sleep issues. So
which is a vicious cycle. I mean, restorative sleep is like super important to recovery, a good deep sleep. Yeah. And this is what it allows you to do. And people have commented, and we talked to all our members, that they sleep better that night. It's because they've turned off a lot of the stimuli. They're able to sleep even better that night at home. So
that's
super
awesome.
Beneficial.
Yeah, this I've tried, and I really like this. I highly recommend
this. This is awesome. I love it.
It's really cool. So, Robert, if one of our followers was looking to float, they're not in the area here, what should they look for? Like, what's this?
Good question. Good question. There's a lot, and there's a lot of float centers opening up around the United States. Most of them are qualified with good equipment, good machines like this one. You want one that has the 1,000 pounds of pharmaceutical grade Epsom salt that has high levels of magnesium. You want one with a good filtration system. We have a reverse osmosis filtration system where the water is constantly being recirculated and cleansed. The other thing about the salt tanks, one of the questions we always get, salt is a natural disinfectant. So with the high levels of magnesium and the pharmaceutical grade Epsom salt, the bacteria can't grow in the tanks anyway. So you also want to have one that has the fiber optic lighting and the music, because a lot of people like the therapy of the music, the spa music while they're in there. But most of the centers out there, most of the centers have the high quality pods with the good salt. But those are some of the things that you want to look for.
That's great. And the part about the bacteria, we're recording this during the time of the pandemic, and people have a lot of issues with cleanliness and different things. things like that. And I know this is a super clean facility. I know you guys have been deemed essential, so you've been able to stay open. What else do you guys do here to make sure that this place is as clean?
Yeah, and rightfully so, because it is a crazy time that we're all dealing with right now. But we've maintained a high level of fanatical about cleanliness even before it all hit. So we half hour space the use of the room so that we're able to come in and give the pod a complete disinfectant, a complete wipe down, get it all tightened up before the next people come in. It goes through the reverse osmosis filtration system so the water is purified before the next person comes in. We never have more than 10 people in a facility at any one time, and you stay and maintain the 6-foot thing. If somebody wants to, they're more than comfortable to wear the mask. They don't have to, because again, the interesting thing, all of these modalities that we use, they help boost the immune system, which I think is one of the big things that you can do to help combat the whole COVID thing. So we've been ahead of that even before it was mandatory, and certainly stay on top of it now, rightfully so.
Awesome. Super exciting stuff. And appreciate you guys shutting down the facility today so we can come in and record with you. Yeah. So what else do we have?
So let me show you the hyperbaric oxygen chamber over here. So this is, and we'll wait for him, this is the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. Yeah. And if you want to come in, somebody might be in it, but this is 100% pure oxygen being pumped in your body. It's designed for cell regeneration. It helps with inflammation and just gives you just an enormous amount of energy. The air we breathe is about 23% oxygen. This is 100% oxygen being pumped in your body. We have doctors that recommend patients over here. One guy in particular got kicked in the head. He was a horse trainer, got kicked in the head with the horse. And the doctor recommended the oxygen for the brain to help accelerate the healing process. So we have clients that come in here on a regular basis 3 or 4 times a week, do an hour session, and just feel super invigorated because of the new oxygen being pumped in their body.
Is that about the average session, an hour?
An hour session, yeah. Some people a little less, some even more, but an hour session is what we recommend.
I'm super excited about this. You know, my wife is a nurse practitioner, and she's big into functional medicine, and she's a big fan of this. So.
The oxygen is amazing. I mean, think about it. That's what we live with, oxygen we breathe. So if we're breathing 23%, and we're okay, imagine what your body would respond if you had 100% of pure oxygen being pumped into your body. So definitely love using this, and just another one of our modalities.
Very nice, man. Very cool.
Let me show you more as we work our way down the hall here. So we have 3 of the float pods. We have the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. This is pretty neat. This, we have a personal private, if I could just turn that up a little bit, a personal private infrared sauna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is super cool. This is private. We all know those big boxy cedar saunas. You get in it and somebody So we thought it was best to have a nice personal, it goes with the whole meditative relaxation theme, a personal private infrared sauna. But I'll just show you, infrared heat is the key because it heats the body from within out. It's not the sweat from outside in. So it also has red light technology, which again is very important today. It heats up to 190 degrees, so you're sweating out all the toxins in your body. This has a built-in massage table that you can control the intensity of and get a massage while you're in there. It actually sprays out essential oils while you're in there to kind of help with the whole relaxation thing. So again, you come out of the pod totally relaxed. You can slip in here for 20 minutes, half hour, and just kind of continue that relaxation. And it's private. It kind of shuts down. You just pull this down and you just relax and enjoy.
I'll be in here for the rest of the interview.
Right?
That's awesome.
So that's awesome. So that's our private infrared sauna. But let me take you to the back where we can talk about some of the other cool stuff. The spot cryo and the full body cryo machine.
Wow.
So these are amazing. This is really what a lot of people are using these days. They're made from the same company. I'll talk first about the spot cryo. It's made from the same company that makes the full body cryo. It's liquid nitrogen. It's cold therapy. It doesn't get as cold as the full body. So if there's a spot on your body, a shoulder, a knee, an ankle, a back, a hip, something that's really giving you a problem, we can hit it for up to 10 minutes with liquid nitrogen and help beat the inflammation that's going on in that particular spot. It also helps produce collagen, so people are using it on their face to help tighten the skin.
Okay.
So we have people that use it for that. We've also used it for pets. veterinarians recommended the dogs with the hip problems to kind of come in, and pet owners kind of carry their dog in here, will use this, and the dog is like running on the way out.
Wow,
amazing
so
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, so we have pet owners that come in here and use this on a regular basis as well. So that's the spot cryo. So now let me show you. This is what I really love. This is the Mac Daddy. This is the full body cryo. This is amazing. This was designed in the 70s by a Japanese doctor for his patients with arthritis and inflammation. He had a 95% success rate when he started with the cold therapy and combating the inflammation and arthritis in his patient. And that was in the early 70s. So now fast forward 30 years or so or more, this is the newest, latest, greatest. Every NFL team, every top college, every top sports team, most of your major athletes, celebrities, they all have this in their home. This is the new ice bath.
Oh,
Cold
right.
technology has been around forever. This is 3 minutes, less painful, more effective, less intrusive, less messier than the ice bath. So you just open it up, you step right in, futuristic looking. Your head stays out of it. We talk you through it. We'll even maybe we'll get you in here or get somebody in here, kind of show you this. But it drops to negative 240 degrees, freezing cold. Your body temperature drops 20 to 30 degrees while you're in here. It's 3 minutes. Anything longer than that, hypothermia can set in. So we get you out immediately, but the inflammation, the soreness, the muscle soreness, just gone immediately. This is our number one seller. This is what people love doing. So
Yeah, I
this
mean,
is
that's
a full
amazing.
body cryo.
And to be able to get that type of intensity in that short of time.
In a short period of time. Cold therapy has been around for thousands of years, and it's just the latest and greatest evolution of a system that works to now where it's liquid nitrogen. Again, the ice baths were antiquated. I mean, we've all done them. They're antiquated, they're painful, they take forever, they're messy. All the NFL teams, all the top colleges have a couple of cryo units in their locker room. When those guys are done lifting, when they're done on the field, first thing they do is they jump in the cryo.
Yeah, I mean, years ago when I was powerlifting, we thought it was like the latest and greatest thing. It was the Russian secret training thing. Is you took a hot shower and a cold shower, hot shower and cold shower. But this is that times like 100.
Exactly. And that's the thing. You get in the infrared sauna with the heat, and then you jump in here with the cryo. So same technology, but just the latest and greatest version of it.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Now, did I hear that you had the UNCW basketball players in here? How did you fit those guys in?
Actually, we had to remove some of the ceiling tile here because they were that tall. But we had the entire team in here, the strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah.
We've had the soccer team in here. We're affiliated with Feet Fleet and any of the triathlon that go on in town, and Without Limits, and just Wilmington Yoga Center. Just all different groups have come in here and use this and use it on a regular basis.
And I think, from our followers and viewers that are weekend warriors with an injury or a surgery to the people that are crippled with chronic pain, everybody can benefit.
Exactly. And then we had it all. We have a woman out front, as you guys were here today earlier, a 78-year-old woman who cryos on a regular basis. We kind of help her up in here.
Yeah.
But she swears by it. I've had another woman whose doctor recommended surgery for her hand for carpal tunnel syndrome. She does the cryo, and her hands are just amazing. No surgery. And she's like 78 years old or whatever.
Anytime we can avoid surgery, that's a good deal.
But I'm just happy that people that are open to the new technology, they try it, and anybody that comes out of here absolutely loves it and swears by it.
That's
so
awesome.
This is a game changer, this right here for sure.
Woo!
Man, that was cool.
So now when you go in, what's the protocol?
So we go in, we change it. There's a changing room with bathrobes in there. You strip down to your drawers or boxers. You obviously have the bathrobe on. You want to put the booties on. You want to protect your extremities, your feet and your hands, because it literally takes the blood from your extremities and it rushes it to your core, because you go into what's called fight or flight mode. Your body literally thinks it's freezing, so it takes all the blood from your extremities and it rushes it to your core to protect your vital organs, your liver, your kidney, your spleen. And then when you step out, it returns to your extremities oxygenated rich and red blood cell rich. So you mandatory have to wear the booties and the gloves when you get in there. We get in there, your head stays out, we talk you through it, we make sure you're okay, especially a first-time user. We have regulars that they use it all the time, they're fine with it. But first-timers, we just make sure everything's okay, you're comfortable, you're feeling good, and we kind of walk you through it, and then you come on out, you put the robe on and come on out.
Nice.
But that's pretty much the procedure and the standard protocol as far as safety measures.
A lot of people with chronic pain are so gun-shy about any new treatments. They're already suffering, they're already hurting. What type of protocols and training do you guys do to make sure this is safe for people, just to assure people that it's something worth trying?
Good question. And we go through an extensive training program from the manufacturer before we're able to put somebody in and administer the service. But I've also done probably over 1,000, a quick number, probably way more than that since I've been here, and we've never had one incident. We will ask people, are you feeling okay? Is your heart okay? You know, anything we should know about. If there's anything in question, we'll always ask them to ask their doctor first. Sure. But 90% of the people that come in here are healthy. They've got some issues going on, but nothing catastrophic, nothing major. Well, especially a first timer, we'll put them in there and I'll just literally stand by the machine, talk to them, look at them, kind of just make sure they're feeling okay throughout the process. Yeah. We've never had an incident since we've been here that we had to stop the machine and get somebody out. Nothing but positive results when they come out. The real trick is just be open to trying new things. You know, that's the thing. And I get it, we're all a little, but try, you know, if you be open to it, because the feedback that we've gotten has been 99% just super positive with how they feel with anything that's ailing them.
That's awesome.
Any ailments.
And I love the fact that, you know, most of this stuff is it's so non-threatening. You know, it's like, it's just, you're doing great things for your body.
Non-invasive, it's super helpful, super beneficial. And like I said, the big thing, you know, the NFL teams, they spend billions collectively on all their salaries. They have the best nutritionalists, the best weight trainers. This is a standard piece of equipment in their locker room. They're popping up all across the United States. People are into non-invasive, holistic remedies. They don't want the medicine. They don't want the pills. You talk about side effects. They don't want the side effects of all the pills, the medicine, you know, the commercials on TV, the long list of, you know, this and this and this. Yeah. None of that with this. It's just liquid nitrogen, freezes the body. Cold therapy has been around for thousands of years. This is the latest, greatest technology that you can have to help with that inflammation.
And so cool now you're able to bring it to everybody, to the rest of us. It's available to us.
That's why we opened it up, because most of us can't put this in our house. We can't afford this. So places like this open up so the average Joe can come and use these facilities. You're exactly right. That's why we did it. Speaking of which, let me get you set up over here. This again is the spot cryo. Now you said you had some shoulder,
the right shoulder
issue going on. So if you want to just have a seat over here, this is again the liquid nitrogen that we use in the full body. It doesn't get as cold as the full body, so we're able to hit a spot for up to 10 minutes. So let me just slide in here, and it's this shoulder here.
Yep, you see the scars through here.
It's liquid nitrogen, so you're going to feel the cold. So the way we administer this is we just move it in a slow circular motion around the area to not keep it in one spot for too long. Because if we keep it in one spot for too long, you will feel it. It's cold. It's cold therapy. Yeah,
it feels good though.
Yeah,
really,
so it's like an ice pack. It's the new ice pack, but it penetrates deeper into the skin to help with the inflammation and help with the blood flow and blood circulation in that shoulder area.
So it feels cold. I definitely feel it. Robert moving it around definitely helps, and I'm feeling all the different areas. But it's actually pretty relaxing.
Yes. You can feel that right away, and it immediately, because it penetrates the skin an eighth of an inch below the skin, allowing the blood flow and blood circulation, which from a rehab standpoint, that's key, as you know.
Right on. And I've got a graph in there and some screws and stuff, so the more healing, the better.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Literally. Cool.
Good. So that's part of the spot cryo liquid nitrogen. I use it all the time. Like my hands are killing me. I play a lot of golf. I do a lot of yoga, lifting, whatever, and my hands are killing me. I'll use this all the time. I come here every day and use this place. Every day. I'll float in the pod. As soon as I get out of the pod, I jump in the cryo. I'll use the oxygen. I use all of this stuff. So I swear by it. I live by it. I know that it works. Right. It's one of these things that you don't know, like, I'm not really sure, but if you use it all the time, then you go for whatever reason, you're traveling, you don't do it for 3 or 4 or 5 days. That's when you know when you know that it works.
The elimination diet.
Immediately when you get back in there, you're like, I feel great again. So let me show you this out back. We used to have the 55-gallon drums that came in, but the company, we got together and they collaborated and we built this micro Bult where there's a computer that goes right to corporate that when it gets down to about 20%, they just send the truck out and they just fill this up. We don't even call them. So this is where we store the liquid nitrogen, but we had to get this because of the amount of cryos that we were doing. There's a direct feed right into the back that goes right into the cryo machine. So we don't have to mess with any of that. So we've been doing so many cryos and so many members, so many people signing up that we had to get this micro Bult. We're in talks now. They want to get even a bigger one.
Nice.
Because of the expansion that's going on. So that's been helping us as well.
Very cool.
So that's all the stuff in the back, all the different modalities that we have. And then when the members would like to come out, they have a nice waiting room. We offer them a cup of tea. But we have the Normatec leg compression. It's a patented technology from Normatec. All the NBA teams have them, all the top athletes, top runners. But the unique thing is, like all of the services here, the regular Joe, the average Joe, can get to use the same technology, the same services that they use here for free.
Nice.
And these are free for members. But what it is, essentially, it's a massage for your leg. It compresses and pulsates up and down the leg, breaks up the lactic acid, and improves the blood flow and blood circulation through the
So
leg.
even people with issues with their legs and blood flow, diabetics,
Absolutely,
people like that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And from the running, and just, you know, nurses who are on their feet all day, or doctor, you know, so it covers a whole cross reference, a whole cross breed of people. But it's a patented technology from Normatec, and the people just love this. And it's free with the memberships here at Aqua Float and Cryo.
So awesome. Well, Robert, thank you so much for being on the Bult for Life podcast and sharing your amazing facility with us and all these great non-invasive treatments. If somebody wants to get in touch with you guys, how can they do that?
Just reach out to us at Aqua Float and Cryo webpage. Call us. We'll be happy to come in, get a free tour, no obligation, but we're happy to kind of show everybody what we have here.
Very cool. Well, thanks again, Robert. Thanks for being on the Bult for Life podcast. And if you like what you see here, share the video, like it, subscribe. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.